Hello, this is the RPG Crawler, and welcome to another Indie Game Friday. This week I've got a very basic little game to look at, Erah, the Guardians. Developed by Benjamin Cooley and available on Gamejolt, it was released back in 2014. It's got a demo available, at least such as it is, for free, and I'll place a download link in the description below. It's an RPG Maker game, and merely an incomplete demo as before mentioned, at least the version available on Gamejolt. It doesn't look like much has been done with it since 2014, though I could be mistaken if it's available anywhere else. So why am I covering it? Well, what is there is really nice, and while I prefer to cover a game that provides a lot more playtime, the craftsmanship behind this one is worth taking a look at. When you start the game, you're given a series of difficulty options that can affect the overall challenge of the game, allowing you to either breeze through as a base storyline or face some real and genuinely challenging combat with a need for grinding in advance. I do like this option, as honestly sometimes I just enjoy being able to see the high points of a story, and other times I just enjoy grinding enemies for a while. Erah, the Guardians, is an RPG Maker game in which you play mostly the part of Theo, a young man who has joined an academy in a fantasy realm, and discovers that his lineage holds the key to using mystical guardians to determine the fate of the world. In terms of mechanics, it's not anything you wouldn't expect of most RPG Maker games. There's an exploration mode in which you wander around talking to people and learning the storyline, and a combat mode in which you face off against opponents encountered on the overhead map in a head-to-head battle mode that resembles a number of other JRPGs. There is a leveling system that allows for character growth, and supposedly a crafting system that allows for the creation of items from devices that you discover during gameplay. Unfortunately, I was really unable to experiment to see if this was implemented in the time that I had allotted to this review. There is a party system which allows you to befriend various characters during play, and a day-night cycle that ticks by at the rate of 1 minute per second, with the current time displayed in the lower right-hand corner. During play, you will occasionally take control of other characters to advance the story. The combat system itself is really straightforward, with basic attacks in the form of clashes, then other actions in the form of anima that function similarly to what you'd see in other JRPG-based games. It's turn-based, and you simply exchange blows until one or the other is defeated, after which you may find gold or items and get experience. Really straightforward stuff. Where this game shines, however, is in its craftsmanship. The art, the music, and to a lesser extent the writing are all pretty good, and can show you what you can do in an RPG Maker game. The sprites and tiles are well designed, the portraits where they appear and the enemy sprites definitely look like they may have fit in a commercial game, with some mild cleanup. Overall, the game looks very presentable. The music is good, I mean genuinely good for a game like this, and you can listen to the soundtrack as it stands on the Gamejolt site itself. There's 21 different themes on there, and I encourage anyone who likes old RPG-style music to browse through them. I'm a little less impressed with the writing, but it gets the job done, and I don't see any grievous mechanical or usage errors in it. There's some branching dialogue trees here and there, offering some options which I think actually do affect the gameplay, but it does suffer a little bit from the random over-expository spiels that are common in most RPGs. At least one little comment before I wrap up, and this is one of the few, just one of a handful of RPG Maker games that I've played that actually supported my controller very well right out of the box, so I have to give it props for that at least. So what's my overall take from this game? I am impressed with the artistry on display in the game, the craftsmanship of the graphics and the music, and I'm pretty interested in the storyline that's presented in the demo. I'm somewhat disappointed that I couldn't find a completed version. I don't know whether it's because it was never finished, or whether my searching skills just failed me in this point. If somebody who's familiar with this game knows where a completed version might be found, please leave a comment to let me know where. I honestly think that games like this, even incomplete ones, show what a devoted team can do with an engine known for half-assed creations, and that needs to be recognized. I know there's a few really nice RPG Maker games available on Steam, but it's also nice to know that there's a few lurking in the nooks and crannies of the internet as well. For now, I'm going to leave it at that. This has been the RPG Crawler with Erah, the Guardians. If you like what you've seen, remember to leave a like, comment if you've got feedback, and subscribe for more RPG content. Until next time, take care and goodbye.